defending a 2-goal lead at home against Barcelona. How do we see this one going, Thierry?
Can you still do the Spanish?
Atletico, and also usually they knock them out in the Champions League already twice. So let's see what's going to happen.
Yes, high stakes tonight.
Think about what Barcelona did in leg one with Yamal. No Rashford today. We'll get to that here in a second, but this Atleti defense under pressure here. Olmo and Fermin, I think Lopez will rotate a little bit. We'll see Olmo in the middle of the field. Fran Torres gets the start up top for Robert.
If they are to advance to the semi-final for a second consecutive years, are underway for the Metropolitano for in the Copa del Rey semi-final first leg by 4-0, and they won in Barcelona last week as Yamal goes early and forces a save from Juan Musso. And Lamine Yamal inside of a minute creating a chance.
Well, we talked about Yamal, you and I, in leg one and how dangerous.
See a second ball for Alvarez. Atleti would love to get an early one. Lookman with a sliding challenge. Koke into Griezmann. A breathless start. Juliano. Here's Longley, who will come under some pressure tonight. And nearly gave it away. Does give away. And Yamal is in behind. Yamal! Barca get the first. And the comeback is on. Taking advantage of the error from Clement Longley. And inside of 4 minutes, Barcelona are right back in this quarterfinal.
Well, Chris, as you and I were walking in to do this game here, we were talking about what an early goal would do for Barcelona. You mentioned Clement Longley hasn't played in Champions League since. Atleti, I don't think, can do that today.
Finding the space through that right side as they did earlier. Molina charging forward and early towards Griezmann. Well read there from Gavi. Who's been a player. Juliano taking his time to send the long throw back into the penalty area. Flicked on there from Longley, and it could come here for Ademola Lookman, who got his finish all wrong. Atleti will have to take their chances tonight. Diego Simeone talked about how much he enjoyed the clinic. Renewed impetus to run at his defender. In for Ruggeri, who will lift into the penalty area. Away from Cancelo, and Koke having a wild effort. But it did deflect away for a corner on that challenge that Kane will have a second chance at it. Koke was the one who was furthest forward. Griezmann electing to turn and gave away possession, but so did Martin. A lot of challenges through that middle, and the referee is going to give a free kick to Atletico Madrid. Now striding forward is Cancelo. Olmo. Lamine Yamal lifting back towards Olmo. A lot of contact in that area, but nothing there. And a lot of money and find themselves well off the pace in Spain. Lifted towards Lookman, who controls well in the penalty area. Ahead of Koundé, gets a low cross and Griezmann trying to sneak it in at the near post. He appeals that it deflected on its way out, but the referee for the moment is giving goal kick.
Yeah, Lookman for me is the key today. We talked about it right at the beginning. He's got a lot of space.
Could easily have been a giveaway that led to another clear goal-scoring chance. Olmo in towards Torres, who turns. Ferran Torres! Barcelona back level! Finishing the chance, and from 2 goals down, Barcelona on terms in this quarterfinal.
Well, Chris, it wasn't on the first phase of play after the turnover, but immediately.
Yamal delivers the next corner. It's flicked on towards that near post, and it wasn't a bad idea there.
It's a tricky one here for Musso.
And it was Gavi who got Barcelona taking the beating of that early red card. Llorente's in behind. He didn't go early. Does eventually find Lookman! Atleti right back on top. A clinical counterattack. Simeone preaching calm, but Ademola Lookman has been the star signing of the January window and has scored a massive goal in this Champions League.
Talking about right back in this tie. Here's another one.
Another giveaway from Longley. Off goes Yamal. Early into the ball. Denied there by Musso. And that was onside. What a chance for Fermin Lopez on the back post. Yamal with an exquisite pass towards him. He's bleeding, by the way. And the medical treatment. And numbers forward in the attack here for Atletico. Griezmann into the stride of Ademola Lookman. Back to Antoine Griezmann, whose effort is
this one. I don't know if there was much contact, but it was Llorente from behind.
Yamal coming back to receive, and turning again, Torres, who forces another save from Juan Musso. He's been brilliant in those one-on-one situations. And the referee... Now Pedri has full bevy of options, trying to play it in behind. A kind bounce towards him in the end off of Gavi, as Yamal tries to get that low cross in. It was dangerous. No one there to respond, though, for Barcelona. Just about dealt with there by Llorente.
They've also had him at the top of the box turning and spinning. Wow, what a ball.
Yamal in towards Ferran Torres, who couldn't control us, a bit behind him. Does well to get it back, and it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous shooting position now for Barcelona, right on the stroke of halftime. And here is Torres, a well overhit, sailing into the stand, and that will take us to halftime. Barcelona came out firing, got the 2 goals they needed. All the chances ahead of them, hang on to a lead at home, and they will get through to the last 4 at Europe's top table as we get going with the... Cancelo inside of Giuliano, but just enough of a challenge in, and Cancelo responding in kind, clipping Koke. Who now makes his 730th appearance for Atletico, having
18 yards max. Atleti really compacting the field.
Yamal running at Ruggeri, and on he goes down. Referee says no, as almost sends it to that penalty area.
Getting as close as you can to the shooter.
Neatly into Fermin Lopez, and Olmo chested down. Here's Gavi. It's deflected for Torres. Barcelona hacking on the pressure and getting their reward. They're level in the tie for a second time tonight. Is the full remontada on now? Less than 10 minutes into the second half. Atleti 1, Barcelona 3. After VAR consultation, it's offside. Ferran Torres was off, and Atleti a bit of a let-off there from Molina. Alvarez slow to play, but actually the bounce is kind, and Giuliano Simeone takes off. Martin will get there and play back, who will lift a dangerous ball in. Longley slicing away. Yamal, though, can play it second time, waits for the bounce. He takes it. Yamal trying to work it down that byline, but ran out of room. There's one move too many. Looking for that cutback.
Yeah, how this ball bouncing around ended up at the feet.
Kind of shifted inside, but hit it straight into Lookman. Does have a second bite at it. Trying to get inside Yamal. Still he has it. Comes for Dani Olmo. He tried to place it rather than strike it. Just got underneath it.
Oh, it's incredible that Yamal got out of that tight space, and Dani Olmo.
Well by Koke. Alvarez and Baena. Giving it back to Alvarez. Alvarez with cutbacks on. It slid through that area. It was into a dangerous part of the box, but no one there to respond for Atletico. And now Llorente does well to win it high up the pitch and dial up the pressure here. That's a poor pass there from Joan Garcia, and Gonzalez is onto it. Griezmann with Lewandowski sliding beyond him. Llorente is in. Llorente firing across the face of goal. That angle narrowed and made life difficult for the Spaniard.
Llorente.
Baena launching in. Flicked out from Gonzalez. It's still there. And a save made for Joan Garcia. It was Lenormand, the center back. And Joan Garcia preserving the chances. Llorente. And claimed there by Joan Garcia, who's come up with big saves again and again this season. And that one probably any rhythm. Which is what they need to get something in it. Aggressive posture, and now some sharp play forward and towards Sorloth, who goes in for the challenge there. The referee has whistled to lips, has given a free kick, and is this another red card? Once again, it's yellow that's going to come out, but first, the referee looks over and sees the offside flag is up.
Wow.
And the referee has given a red card. Eric Garcia gets his marching orders. And once again, it's up and down. Here's Julian Alvarez trying to beat Garcia on his. Now cuts inside and plays it behind for Sorloth, who might just have measured this one to perfection. Sorloth towards Ruggeri, and Cancelo concedes the corner.
Wow, what a play by Ruggeri. His teammates loving it, makes the steal, continues the run, plays the Sorloth.
Losing Nico Gonzalez, helped on towards Baena. Atleti would love to put this to bed. Sorloth, and it comes down in for Nico Gonzalez. who went to ground and struck it with venom. In for Koundé, or rather for Cancelo. Rashford hitting that early cross. Araujo went for it and went all the way through, but never really troubling Juan Musso. Former Copenhagen man gets back on it, ahead of Baena. Whips in another ball. Araujo! That was the chance!
That was the opportunity. You're absolutely right, Chris.
He sends it over the Uruguayan center back.